in the blazing sun, with my pick in hand. The day's just begun. Bust up the dirt, let the treasures unfold. In the heart of the desert, I'm searching for gold.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Gold Fever Radio. I'm Jack Tucker.
I'm Lisa Tucker.
I'm Danny. Oh, and I'm Lester. How come I got to talk for Lester? You can't talk for Lester? No, she doesn't know how to talk. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gold Fever Radio. Anyways, welcome, everybody. Oh, crap. It's going to be one of them days. Let's see who's in the chatty room already. Look at that. Half bucket. Hello, everyone. A little cooler today. Hoping for rain. Paul. Hello, Paul. Steve Collier. Hello. Hello, guys, and hello.
Steve's truck is packed up and heading out early for a few hours in the morning.
Where you going, Steve? Where you going? You going to go dry washing? It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Rocky Mountain Brad prospecting. Hello, all. Hello, Brad. How you doing, Brad? Hello. What? Lester says hello. Hello, Brad. How you doing there? Yeah, my name's Lester. I'm not a Lester. They call me Chester to Lester. Mark and I, hello.
Oh, hello.
Look at that.
Scooter.
Yes, Scooter. You're silly. He called you Scooter.
He did. He did.
He called her Scooter. I know he did. That's funny. Anyway, Billy Z, hello. All right, so here's what we're going to do today. So, I don't know what the hell we're going to do today.
Okay.
We're just here. It's Wednesday. You know, everything's been mailed out. We forgot to say that last week. Dry washing gold basin up the end of, I don't know where that's at. You should come and take me with you. I should go out there and get some gold. I need some gold. I want to go too.
Okay. Does everybody see this ugly shirt that he's wearing?
That's not an ugly shirt. I got to sit. I'm sitting Danny down.
Danny. Okay, so that shirt is ugly, and it was ugly 1,000 years ago when he wore it then, and it was even ugly when he wore it then.
But you know what? Now there's a story behind this shirt. So I was going through the closet and I found this shirt. Lisa said it wouldn't fit me anymore. I think it still fits me. It fits me kind of tight. So when we first met, well, it wasn't when we first met.
No.
It's when I flew on the airplane. Oh, you're covering the mouse up. You're going to end up pushing us off screen. And so I flew back to New York to come and get you. New Jersey. And I said, I'll be wearing a bright shirt. And this is how we met.
Yeah, it is. I was embarrassed when he came off the plane.
You balkies.
Look at that shirt. I've been blind in one eye since
hello, Copperbilly Rain Dance over Grand Canyon. What's that? Michi Hutchinson?
Micah Hutchison.
Micah Hutchinson. Hello.
Okay, so
anyway, this is a cool shirt. This was back in my country days. Because I'm a little bit country.
Yeah, you are.
You'll say, and
I'm a lot rock and roll. Okay. All right. So, and starting next Wednesday, we're gonna do a wheel.
Okay.
And the wheel is gonna be a gold monster wheel.
For a metal detector, gold monster metal detector.
So that's all that's gonna be on the wheel. And it's going to be a limited number of spots. It's 25 spots, $40 each. And if it's going to start next week, but if anybody wants to get in on it early, you can call and we will, get you in, or you could PayPal to
Go Fever Adventures
at yahoo.com. Or call me at 928-231-7548, and we'll get you in early. But again, the wheel doesn't really spin till next week.
Okay, unless it fills up, of course. So anyway, it's about about 6 miles from the Chevron. When I go down there, I was down there a couple days ago, or was I down there yesterday?
That was today.
No, down in Meadview.
That was today.
I didn't go down there
Oh
today.
no, it was yesterday.
I had to
Yeah.
go out to the property, so I went up to Meadview, and I go down and Terrace Road. That's 30 miles down to the Chevron station, and then Gold Basin. Going out there just before the last little turnoff at the rec area, before the rec area, we have a claim down there along, butts up against the private down there. But I've never been. I hear people find gold elsewhere. What are you going to be taking, Steve? Dry washers? Is that what you're taking out there? Is a dry washer? About 6 miles down is that road, Gladiola. What claim are you by the big mine?
What she's asking, she doesn't
Jennifer. What on the right side? Oh yeah, that's on the big mine. Yeah, where there's private property. I mean, where there's people are caretaking it right there, and almost right across from where they are, there's that little road. You go kind of in that wash and up on the hill, and you go back. It takes you straight back towards the heliport, I think, right there too. That's where I have the claim at back there. Placer, yes. But Steve, what's the claim? Whose claim is it? Is it a private claim, or is it that GSSN or whoever they are, or what's the scoop, man? What's the skinny on that? The skinny. I'm asking what the skinny
Okay,
is.
while you're waiting on the skinny, today is National Corn Fritter Day.
Who?
National Corn Fritter Day.
What the hell's a corn fritter?
I have no idea. It's also National Personal Chef Day. I have a personal chef, by the way.
Yeah, me.
Oh, okay. And here's something for you. It's National AI Day.
Oh, speaking of AI, I have 3 CDs. Look at that, AI.
That's your A1 band.
That's my A1 band. These are all CDs on
Mhm.
about gold prospecting and treasure hunting and stuff like that.
It's also
Steve says, right next to GSSN, it belongs to me and 2 others. All right. Well, hey, that's good. Do you get good gold? So are you taking dry washers? Is that what you're doing? Going out there with some dry washers? The married couple have made it a month. Congrats again, you two. You make a beautiful.
Oh,
well,
thank
you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Called Wild Bunch.
It's National Cherry Day.
Cherry Day?
Uh-huh.
Chomp.
And it's National Hot Dog Day. But it's not necessarily on the 16th. Hot Dog Day is the 3rd Wednesday in July.
Oh, okay. What time you going to be out there, Steve? So you go down to Gladioli and you hang a left, and then is it right there on Greg's Hideout, or you got to go down there a ways? I need some gold. I don't have any gold. I mean that. Anyone that will put up with a yard full of wash plants, hoses, and pumps is a good woman.
I close my eyes. A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot.
Famous birthdays today.
Okay.
Famous birthdays today. Mary Baker Eddy. She founded Christian Science religion.
Okay.
Barbara Sandwich, the actress
Don't know.
from the Big Valley.
Don't know. Oh yeah, that's the old lady from Big Valley. Yes.
Orville Redenbacher.
He made popcorn.
He did. Ginger Rogers.
The name. Oh, that was Gilligan's Island.
No,
Oh.
no, that was different Ginger.
Oh.
Ginger Rogers. She danced with Fred Astaire in all those
Oh, that's
movies from the
before my
30s
time.
and 40s. Yes, it was. Margaret Court, tennis player. Jimmy Johnson. You know Jimmy Johnson.
The football guy.
Yeah.
Coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael Flatley, the Lord of the Dance. Phoebe Cates from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Will Ferrell. Barry Sanders. You know Barry Sanders.
Yeah, he's a football player.
Uh-huh. And Corey Feldman. All have birthdays
Oh,
today.
I like Corey Feldman. He was in that movie that I liked. The Feldman Brothers. Dream a Little Dream.
That is correct. That was the Corey Boys.
Oh, the Corey Boys. See, I like that movie. That was a cool
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, trying for a sunup, Gladioli to the end. So you go down Greg's Hideout to Gladiola, and then you take that all the way to the end. How far down's the end? A mile? 2 miles? 3 miles? 6 miles? I can come out there and film everybody. I could do a documentary. Aaron,
Hockey.
Hockey, good afternoon. Hope you guys are well. All well.
Okay. So why don't you show everybody your new toy that you got?
Anyway, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about metal detectors. So Jennifer being in the room too. So I've been seeing people talk about this new Gold Monster 2 that's coming out. That was supposed to be a PI and a VLF, and I saw somebody that talked about it's not really a PI machine, and so they don't know why they talked about it being PI. Because if it was a truly PI machine, it wouldn't be on a Gold Monster. It would be like a MindLab 20,000 or something like that. It would be on the high end machine rather than, because then they would undercut their 6,000 and their 7,000s. So it's really not a PI. So they don't understand why they've got it PI. That's kind of what I've been hearing, some of the documentations behind that, though. So, and then the screens or something like that. Anyway, then I heard it's supposed to be out in September, and it's supposed to be like $17.99, which is up there in price. So I picked up a new machine. I picked up that Algo Force E1500 Plus. That is a PI machine VLF. Actually, it's right here. Right here. See that? Right there. Oh. And that's supposed to be, and anyway, that's really kind of cool. So I took it out to an area that was heavily in EMI. And supposedly it's supposed to cover really good in EMI. They say you can turn that on in your house and it doesn't bother it. So I took it out to an area where there was heavily EMI'd in it, and I didn't notice a difference. And I posted a little short. Somebody told me that I can tune out that EMI. So I have to play with that. I just went factory settings and just turned it on and go. But I did take it out to Meadview yesterday, and I used both the 6,000 and the and that machine. And so I posted the little short. I located the target with the 6,000. You could barely hear it. And then I also went over it with that Algo Force, and it seemed to me the Algo Force was more louder. It picked it up better. And so I'm really thinking once I fine tune that, I think that's really going to be a kick-ass machine. So I'm looking forward to that. And the thing of it is, they don't manufacture their own corals. So you use aftermarket corals with that in the old, how come I can't say that word, corals?
Coil.
Coil.
Like oil with a C.
Like oil with the C. Can I just say oil? They don't make their own oil. So anyways, but it uses like the old MindLab, like the 4,500, 5,000s, those type of coils. Coil. So anyways, and they also don't have a battery with it. You use any old battery power pack, so you can charge your phone and everything else on it too, that you just hook on to it. They're in Australia, and my understanding is it was somebody that used to work with MindLab and broke off from them and then started his own company. That's what I understand. But anyway, so I ordered that machine, and I actually became a dealer for them. And so I ordered one so I could play with it and test it out. But it seems to me to be pretty good. It's a great move up from the GPX platform if you have lots invested in corals. Billy Z, Julian Berry, hello. You need to do a review video on it, Jackie. Yeah, I'll do more on it. Like I say, my problem is I don't have really time to really play with a lot of these and read and instruct and all of that type of stuff. But maybe if I go out tomorrow, maybe I should go out there with those guys, huh? And I could take that machine. Do you do any nugget hunting out there too? Metal detecting? You find gold out there? Or do you just dry wash? But anyway, so I'm thinking that machine might be, somebody said it was between the 2,300 and 6,000. Now, I don't know where, people's got different, and, the ground supposedly, being back in Australia where that ground is so hot, out here we don't have quite as hot a ground, I don't think.
Is it heavy?
No, it's not heavy really at all. It's pretty light. So I think it's promising machine, and to get it for under $1,500, that's even better than the Garrett Axiom or the other one, Steve Collier. No saving that for you, Jack. Okay. Life of a Gold Prospector. Hello and welcome. What's that? ADM equals AD. Hill Hillbilly Bob Relic Hunter. Howdy, everyone. Hopefully, everybody had a wonderful week. Well, it's Hump Day now, but anyway, uh, so those are the kind of the detectors. Now, supposedly, last year when we were out in Utah at the Moon Lake Treasure Hunters thing, they talked about Fisher was coming out with this new PI machine that was going to be kick ass. Fisher had been talking about coming out with a machine clear back to before COVID hit. And then COVID hit, and then they never came out with it. They said they couldn't get parts and stuff like that. So last year they talked about coming out with this kick-ass machine. Well, here it is a year later. Fisher still don't have this machine out. So don't know what's going on with them. But everybody else is coming out with these. The Axiom, I've used the Axiom. I have found gold with the Axiom. It had some benefits, I think. But again, it's a learning curve like any machine was. Dave Lee, I have a Garrett Ace 300. Has anyone ever used those for gold? Any machine will pick up a gold nugget if it's big enough, but the Ace series is really not made for gold nuggets. They're made more for coins and stuff like that. But it will pick up a piece of gold if it's in decent size. Long time no see, Life of a Gold Prospector. So it's fixing a typo from the past above. ADM. I'm not losing my one. LOL. J.A. Bolfer. Hello, Jay. Yeah. Okay. So I know people that use the Axioms. They like them. I know people that use what other machines? Everybody kind of, I mean, the main thing is if you like your machine. I like the 6000. It is a little kind of chattery at times because every time you bump a rock or you go over a bush or a piece of weed, it'll go off and you kind of got to go over it again, wondering if that's a signal or not. But I can pick up the faintest. I mean, I'm picking up pinhead size pieces of metal, just little dinky things that that a lot of people are just blowing over these nuggets and pieces of gold because they're going way too fast. And you really got to go slow. So I'm going very slow on these areas that's been hunted. And I'm finding, like I was up yesterday. I was only up to about 20 minutes, just kind of doing a little comparison on that machine. But I found that piece of gold. So it is there. We ran 3 buckets of material we got from the gold show this year. Of course, each bucket had several small flakes of gold. Lots of fun. Did you send it back for the speaker audio? I did, Jennifer. I sent that back last year, a couple years ago, and supposedly they did fix that, but it's still kind of chattery, and it's, some people tell me to turn it down. I hunt with that thing at about the 2 o'clock position, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock position is kind of what I hunt it with. But I've learned to handle it, and it's okay. But if this Algo Force machine will get rid of all that EMI and is very quiet, that should be, a very good machine to have. So I'm going to play with that some more, and we'll see what happens. I'm not going to run out to buy the Gold Monster 2. I won't even order one. I don't even want to get on the list on that until I see what a lot of other people are saying about it, because from what I'm kind of hearing, it's way overpriced and it's not cracked up to what it's supposed to be. And so I don't want to get a machine or sell any machines to anybody that they're not happy with. So I want everybody else to kind of give their feedback on them first before that. You live in the big city now, lots of interference.
We're not really in the city.
Whites are still the best. Well, Garrett bought out Whites, and then they released the 24K. 24K is a VLF. Whites had a PI machine. It was pretty big and pretty bulky. But whites, I mean, so they're not around anymore. And Garrett, like I said, bought them out in their technology, and they came out with the VLF on the 24K. Hey, are you going to be at Moon Lake next month? I am. Are you going out there? I'm leaving. Well, anyway, yeah, I'll be out there at Moon Lake. I'm going to be hanging out in Duchesne for a few weeks and doing a lot of other type of looking for treasures and stuff like that too. Uh, so, anyways, yeah, Jennifer, we're here. We're closer to. We're kind of between Val Vista, turn off into that subdivision, and Terrace, or is it Antares? Yeah, Antares Road. We're about 2 miles from Antares Road, so we're kind of right in our backyard is Val Vista. We see Val Vista back there, and Valley Vista, whatever they're called. But so we were driving. Our subdivision only has like 3 streets in it, so we're just a very small subdivision right here. I said, let's see, I should have said you're closer to the big city. Yeah. Uh, there is power lines right here though, and but so it is noisy. When I got too close to the power lines with the machine, I couldn't hunt with that mine lab because I was too close. But so, anyways, a couple of weeks ago, we was out riding the ATV and like 2 streets up. There's only like 3 streets here, right? Four streets here where we live at.
ABCD.
4 streets. So on the first street, that was it was really right next to the highway. I saw all this red dirt, and I thought, man, that red dirt really looks nice. So I went up there one day, and I took 3 buckets of dirt out of there, and I ran them through the dry washer, and I blew them through really fast. That had so much chunky gold in it. I mean, you guys that saw the little short video on that, it was full of chunky gold. I couldn't believe it right there. So I went back and got 5 buckets of dirt, didn't find anything. Then I went back and got like 3 buckets, didn't find nothing. So then this guy Roland came up over the weekend, and we went out there and filled a bunch of buckets all around there. Didn't really find anything. I went out yesterday in that same area and got buckets from all over the place, and I found one piece there, a little piece, and one further up there. So somehow I don't know how that gold got laid in there, but there's a ton of black sand.
Fell out of somebody's pocket.
That's what it seems like, and being really chunky like that. Let's see, Garrett is okay. I had 250. It was more for beach finding than rivers and creeks. I did find native copper with it. The I seem to I used to always talk bad about Mine Lab, and I really use the Mine Labs a lot. I really like my 800, the Equinox 800. I use that for treasures, and when I'd go to parks or metal detect, looking for treasure type stuff. And then I got rid of that and moved up to the 900, which I really haven't used. I should get rid of that 900. And then the Manticore. So I've been using the Manticore for looking for the treasures and stuff like that. And then my 6000. So those are the 2 machines that I really use. And of course, the Gold Monster I still carry because it has some advantages too. But the thing with the Gold Monster being VLF, it goes off on every single hot rock that there is, and that can be a nightmare. So let's see. Same as me, I found that especially with 4 ounces of gold in it, and I've ripped up the entire yard and not found another piece. So frustrating. That is really weird. I know that's. I mean, to think about that, like that whole long road, and I took a shovelful out right there that had. I mean, it had a lot of nice, chunky, heavy gold in it, and to think that I got one shovel out, and then so I can't believe that was the only one right there. There's got to be more around there. GM 1000s make great pinpointers. GM 1000s, Gold Monster 1000s make great pinpointers. I know, like some people, like I remember Mike Pung carrying the 7000 in one hand and the Gold Monster in the other hand. He would find it with the 7000, and then he would pinpoint it with the 1000 with the Gold Monster. And so I know people that do that. Yeah, if you're using a 7000 as well. And I have kind of done that, but like I say, the 6000. What I did find too with the different machines, with the 6000 and that Algo Force, It seemed like the Algo Force was better at pinpointing it on the target, easier than the other one. Nothing beats a Gold Bug. Gold Bug was a decent machine, but it's still, again, that's a VLF machine. And the frequency of the Gold Bug, they were way up there, like 71 kilohertz, and so that's meant more for finer gold at the surface, not for depth, but for finding small pieces. But still, it's a VLF, and so if you can get away from a VLF, I'd get away from a VLF. You can get a PI. How much is the Algo? You're a dealer, correct? You have in stock. I didn't stock up a bunch of units. He let me order one just because I told him I wanted to test it, but I did become a dealer for them. And I think you can order that without the battery pack or coral, and then you can just use, so if I didn't really know, or I would have, but I got the 9-inch Coral Tech, and I did reach out to Coral Tech to become a dealer for Coral Tech, so I'm waiting to hear back from them. But you can just put on any, the MineLab 5000 or 4500, any GP corals on those, on that Algo Force. And so then you just use a battery pack, and they run someplace, I think, around 1,500 maybe, or something like that. For a PI machine, that's pretty good too. So, but I'll play with that more and stuff like that. But so when I go to Utah, I'm leaving the end of this month, and I'll go to Utah for this treasure rendezvous thing. But I'll do some videos out there, probably more of the treasure hunt, because Utah is not known for gold, but we'll go for some treasures and stuff like that. If you have an Axiom, you can use your Axiom Power Pack. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, looking forward to some videos, I bet, yes. Steve Blevins, good evening, everyone. So for metal detectors, as I knew a guy that used to use, when we went to Alaska, I took two machines with me to Alaska. I took the 23 SDC 2300, and I took the Gold Monster. I didn't have the GPX, the 6000 at the time. I wished I would have, but I didn't have that at the time. While I was there, I used the 7000 that somebody had. I played with it one day, and I didn't find anything with the 2300. Everything I found. Are you all right? Everything I found was with the Gold Monster, and I found a lot of gold. I think I found over 30 nuggets, but it was all with the Gold Monster. And so I came back, got rid of my 2300. But I knew a friend that was up there, and he had the Equinox 800. He was finding just as much stuff as I was with the 2300. I mean, the smallest stuff, but he knew the machine and the sounds and all of that. And that's the main thing. You got to know your machine, learn the machine. And if you learn the machine, the noise, just like when I posted that little short, there was a guy, Frank, that said, he could tell that sound. It was a piece of gold just by the sound. And some people have got that sound, down, of the difference of the sound. I mean, I can generally tell you using the 6000 if it's a 22, shell, because, the sounds they make, or a piece of lead. Piece of lead and gold kind of sound alike, but it's those really faint signals that you pick up that are going to generally be gold, because gold is I don't know what they say, but it's not a screamer unless it's a big honker one. So all machines pick up gold, even Boy Scout machines. I remember being we was in California one time, remember that? And there was a kid, he was using a Boy Scout machine in a big pile of dirt. He found a big gold nugget with the Boy Scout machine that he had. So all machines will pick up gold if they're big enough. But to find a better gold, you got to spend the money to get the machine. But I knew that guy, Greg, out at Meadview. He found probably over 40 nuggets out there using the Gold Monster. But, he knew how to use that. He knew the sounds and all of that. Was that Geoffrey Moore? Jeffrey Moore. G-Day, AU, Jack and Lisa looking for prospects near Hawker Hall or Mine Road, Salome. Have a new Manticore and a GPX 5000 and Keen 140S. Thanks. Hook up with old Half Bucket right there. He's up Harker Hollow Road right there on the right-hand side, Harker Hollow Road. He's got a white SUV right, or a white I don't know what it is right there. He's got a white uh, vehicle right there on Harker Hollow Road on the right hand side as you're going up there. He goes over there. He could show you a lot of areas up in there to dig. We do have the club still, the Gold Fever Prospecting Club, and we do have some claims there off of Harker Hollow Road up in there. Uh, so mostly those claims up there, or people do go up there and they find nuggets. I have found a couple nuggets. There's a guy Dave used to go up there and find a lot of nuggets up there, but I mostly dry washed up into there. But there is those up there. The ice machine has its own sounds. Noise, half the battle, gold monsters, like go. So, anyways, so we're saying before, so yeah, everything from the wheel has already been mailed out, so everybody should have got their wheel prizes by now. And is your club going to continue by buying claims up here in Gold Basin? I don't know. If there's more claims, we've got in Gold Basin, we've got the 160 acres right there on the Queen Tut, and then we got the 60 or 80 acres right there where that car is, right next to Jeff Williams, right there. We got those two claims there. So, I mean, if anything good comes opened up there, we'd probably pick up more. And then we got the ones over there in the Gold Basin. I mean, those are in Lost Basin. We have in Gold Basin. If there were some good claims over there in Gold Basin, we'd probably look in there. I'm trying to look up in this area where we are down Antares. I found an area that I got some samples of dirt out of and ran them and had some gold in it. So I went to research for the claims and I found out they were already under claim. But if I could get on the other side of the highway over here, I hear like Huckleberry or whatever that area is up here. That's supposed to be some good gold up in that area. So I'd like to maybe find some claims up through here on this side of town. Daryl Lane. Hello, Daryl. Daryl's going to Utah next month. Yeah. Roadrunner is a fun club. Roadrunner has a lot of claims. Funny thing, I became a lifetime Roadrunner. God, I don't know how long ago. It's been a long time. 15 years ago, something.
Yeah.
And I bet you I haven't been on a Roadrunner claim in the last 10 years. I haven't been on a Roadrunner claim, but I still pay my renewals every year. Just because one day you never know. I'd like to get out there one day and do more of them, but they have a lot of claims and all over the place. So Roadrunner is a decent. They're more on the pricier side, but they do have a lot of claims. Jeffrey Moore just joined Roadrunners. So anyway, so that's what we was kind of talking about was the difference of the machine. I don't know if anybody else is familiar with that Gold Monster 2 that they're talking about. If anybody else has seen any videos or heard anything about it, or know some of your best friends that's got one and used it and said it's not what it's cracked up to be, I don't know. We'll find out though. But like I say, I'm not going to invest in one until I hear what everybody else has to say about it. Janon, hello there. Wampa cool club too. They just need work on stuff. WPMA. I'm not sure who they are. Cheers. So anyway, so that's what say. So the so next week, so I got a Gold Monster. I bought a whole bunch of Gold Monsters, so I got to start getting rid of some Gold Monsters. So next Wednesday we're going to throw a Gold Monster in the wheel. But like I said, just for you early birds that wanted to jump on it, you can do that now. There's only 25 spots. Is all we're going to do on that there. So contact Lisa if you want to jump in sooner before everybody else did, because it's not going to officially start till next Wednesday. And then, like I said, at the end of the month, I'm taking off. I'll be in Utah. Yeah, there's Half Bucket. I'm at Harker Hollow Mine Road. That's what it is, Harker Hollow Mine Road and Ocean View Drive, American flag out front. Oh, Washington Prospectors Mining. See that, Jennifer? She is pretty smart. She knows a lot of stuff, too.
She's everywhere.
That's right. Ain't that right, Danny? Yeah, she's pretty smart. She knows stuff. How do you know that? Because I read right there. You don't know how to read. I sure do. No, you don't. I do too. You're stupid. Hey, be good. What are you laughing at?
I,
Huh?
I think you're cute, Danny.
Yeah, you're damn right I'm cute. Go back down there. Go back, back there. Okay. Hello, I'm Lester. Hello, everybody. I don't like Lester. Why don't you? Because I told you that a long time ago. I didn't like Lester. Oh, I'm sorry, Lester. I told you that I wanted a brother. I know, you told me you wanted a brother. I said I wanted a brother, not a brother. I'm sorry, Lester. Yeah, it's okay then. I know you don't mean it. Okay. Anyways. Remember a long time ago, I did a video and I got invited down in Phoenix to go on America's Got Talent.
Mm-hmm.
They told me to come down and do my ventriloquist. I said,
Yes.
yeah, that ain't going to happen.
Yeah, good thing.
Yeah. I'd be like one of them that they say they boo me off the stage, you know. So, yeah, they just need people to boo.
See? See, Danny's racist. That's
Lester
good.
the molester, I think he abused him. Oh, he's racist.
Yeah. Mm.
Danny, I did not touch him. I did not. Yeah, I was going to say something else. Okay. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah,
guys,
so-
look, we got off track. Jack, did you do an Algo Force video yet? I just did a little short video with it yesterday. I took it up to Meadview and kind of just used it a little bit. I need to do another one with it, and that's in my plans. But I'm thinking that that's going to be a pretty cool machine. Once I learn, it's got the graph and 2D screen on it, and it's got the VDI visual discrimination numbers on that thing too. So it's got some cool features on it. So I'm really looking forward to that. Claude Hopper, hey boys and girls, I think the frost is gone. Depends on where you live at. The frost is definitely gone here.
Yeah.
Winter's on its way. You know that?
Yeah, when?
It'll be here before you know it.
Okay.
It's getting cold at night. The coral compatibility is a huge plus. That's what's cool because so anyways, I just got the 9-inch Coraltech one with mine, but you can use the big ones. That I heard somebody tell me that platypus or whatever it is, a lot of people like to use with the 5000, and that was a pretty good coral.
Look at this.
What? I was almost on TV show alone, but they said I was too real.
We love Alone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's a good show.
I know we used to love that show, watching that, because that was like true. That was a real show. And to see what people had to go through and survive. I remember there was a guy down in Chandler here in Arizona, and he was on Alone. Do you remember that?
Uh-huh. And he was going to last till the end. And
Yeah,
in 5 minutes he was out.
Well, no, he said, yeah, I'll be here forever.
Yeah. And in 5 minutes he was out.
Well, the bear came after him.
Yeah.
And he said, I didn't sign up for no bears. Yeah, and then he left. Hey, you talking about my dad? You talking about my dad? We ain't talking about your dad. Yeah, you're talking about my dad. You could use the anti-interference corals for your power lines. I know I could try that big double D, MindLab has on. I've used that up in Meadview before, around some of those power lines. I didn't notice any difference. So, but anyways, you can use Sadie's or the old Coraltech pin point wands. Winter is coming. That is right. So, it's still on. Coraltech anti-interference.
Yeah, well, Alone is still on, but the new season hasn't started yet.
Oh, the show that we really enjoy is Poker Face.
Oh yeah, we like that.
That's a good show.
We like Poker Face.
Yeah, it's on. What's that on? Peacock. Yeah, but you can watch the old series is on Amazon. But that last year, They did. They made it. They made it one year, then they skipped a year, but now they made another season.
You guys coming out to California anytime soon?
No, it's not in the plans. Uh,
Mm.
one day when we go for our journeys, I guess we'll have to make some plans. Go. I'd like to go to California and do some mining. Go up there around Pat's place or something. We keep saying one of these days we'd go up to Pat's birthday things
Oh,
and go hang out. But
yeah, that's September.
yeah, but
That's not happening.
no, I know we got 20 million things that's going on. There's not one thing. It's another thing. It's always something.
It is always something.
It's a thing. Anyways, anybody got any questions? That's really what we wanted to talk about was metal detecting. So we talked about those two detectors. The yeah, I didn't hear anybody else saying, "Yeah, I saw the gold monster too." Uh, we can take you to one of our club claims. All right. We like to go to claims with gold on them. We like gold.
We like gold.
We
You found
like
these
gold.
nuggets.
Huh?
You found these nuggets.
I did find those
You
nuggets
did.
and had that lady wire wrap them into
Yep.
a.
Yep.
That's back when gold wasn't worth anything.
Yeah, but it's worth something now.
Now that's $1,000 necklace, but back then it wasn't worth that much. When gold was cheaper. And there is an hour-long GM 2000 video on YouTube. See, I'm new to this and recently just bought a Gold Monster 1000. It's a decent machine. Like I say, know the machine. I've found gold with the Gold Monster 1000. I've actually I've got two machines that I really have used. I had I've had the SDC 2300. I sold it, never paid for itself. I've had three of those machines. I buy them and sell them. They're good because they fold up and you can sneak them into places, and they're also good waterproof. I've had the 7,000. That never paid for itself. I sold it. But my 6,000 has paid for itself, and my Gold Monster has paid for itself in the amount of gold that I found with those two machines. But those are my two go-to machines. Uh, Other ones of coin like Equinoxes, they've never paid for themselves. Generally, you'll go in the hole buying prospecting equipment unless you get lucky or get out all the time and use it. I got lucky with the Gold Monster because the Gold Monster, I found that one chunk of gold that had 17 grams of gold in it. And then, a few other little pieces of gold. So I got lucky with the Gold Monster. And with that 6,000, I hit that spot out there in Meadview. I bet you I've probably easily pulled over 300 nuggets out of that spot up there. So that 6,000 paid for itself. Randy's Treasures Adventures. Thinking about the GM2K because some of our claims are loaded with tiny gold. We keep talking about washing someday, but we're too busy detecting. What does he say there? Uh, I missed that comment right there, right above there. Oops. The Have you ever seen the gold prospecting show in Devil's Canyon, British Columbia? No, never did. Never did. You and me both. I keep buying them, never using them, and end up selling the SDC. Have had three as well. Actually, I've got one in here right now, the SDC. Like I say, they serve a purpose. When I went in the superstitions, it was nice because it easily just folds right up and goes into a backpack. But I think I've only found one piece of gold with an old one that I had. But because it's a PI, and if you've got better PIs with the 4,500 or 5,000 or 6,000, you're going to go to that machine before you're going to go to your SDC. So although it serves a purpose, it's just kind of sits there. I'd probably sell mine one. I'd sell my 2,300 if somebody wanted 2,300. But it's kind of like once upon a time I used to have four quad trailers. I'd have one that hauled the big quad and two little ones. I had one that would just haul the two quads. I had one that would just haul one little quad. I had one that would just haul the Razor. Some are wider, some are smaller, some are longer. So they all served a purpose. So everything serves a purpose. Just like I have a camper. I have the camper when I don't want to pull the big trailer, put the camper on the truck. Everything has its purpose. How much do you want for the 2300? See, there I go again. I had the last one I sold. I think I sold for $1,800. Is all I sold it for on the last SDC 2300. This one I don't remember. I think it was fairly new, but someplace around in there, probably $1,800. Uh, I'm not sure what they go for anymore. I know they raise the prices. Mine have raised their prices on everything. But so let's see. Exactly, if you're swinging, you might as well swing one with depth. That's true. I know some people they love the 5,000, and I've thought about getting that 5,000 because some people say that that's a nice machine. Uh, some people say the 6,000. So it's just whatever that you're used to and you enjoy. Then uh, do it, huh? Is that all the stuff you've got to talk about? You know what?
I have a whole bunch of this day in histories.
Oh, I guess Alaska had an earthquake.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, Aaron wants to know what's the best pinpointer to get.
that's the thing. I use the White's pinpointer. I kind of like that. My old White's one. Fisher has a good one. It's a PI. Some people like the Garrett Carrot. I didn't really care for that. Some people like the Mind Labs. So some people use that's the other machine I got too. What's that one called?
Falcon?
No, Falcons are good. No, the metal the metal the deep seeking metal detector. Wonder what they call that. Jack, when is your birthday? Isn't it coming up soon? No, my birthday's not till December.
Not his, mine.
Oh, yours is coming up the
Mine's
end of this
coming
month.
up. Yep.
The what's that detector called? The other one. Uh, Deus. The Deus 2. So I have the Deus 2, and then I have the Deus 2, the 2 box. That's called the Deep Seeker. And then I also got that Deep Hunter, that Joy or whatever. It's not a Joy, but it's like that. They're supposed to go down 97 feet. I've never even took it out of the bag. It's got the 3D screen on it. That's one I'm taking to Utah to do some treasure hunting, so I might have to take it out to blow the dust off it. 7.3. Yeah, that's what somebody said. Current gold prices right now. Oh, the markets are down. Gold 33.43.70. Silver's gone up. Look at that. 37.91 for silver. Wow. Platinum's 14.27. And your favorite?
Rhodium,
61.
61.25.
It's gone up too. Wow. So gold has kind of just been hanging right around that 3,300, but silver, man, 37.91. Wow, silver's kind of doing good. Get an early number 4,500 Jack, not a 5. You'll love it. Oh yeah, the earlier 4,500s. The see, I'll check White's and Garrett's. Thanks. White you can't get anymore because they don't have those anymore. The Garrett, if you like the carrots, like I say, it's good. Mind Lab's got some decent ones up there, but for the money, I did a video a long time ago on all these pinpointers, and you can go to Amazon and just buy that $25 pinpointer, and it's almost just as good as that $100 pinpointer. Only difference is they're Chinese knockoffs, so almost everything's probably made in Chinese nowadays, anyways. But it's a lot cheaper, and they work almost just as good. But if you want a 5, there is one for sale in Kingman for 2,500. I've seen some of them popping up once in a while on the 2,500, but or the 5,000. But I have a hard time buying. I almost bought one at a gold show last year, but because I do so well with my 6,000, it's hard for me to swing the cost to buy like the 5,000 just to play with it, and then turn around and probably sell it or something, because I'm just so used to my 6,000 mean, my 6,000, I find, I find gold with it. I can find the smallest pieces of gold, and it does me good. I just don't like it's just so sensitive with the EMI and that is its downfall. But other than that, I it's a good screamer. We all like a good screamer. Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me like that for? Wasn't rhodium over 2,000 cut? Yes, it was. It was way up there once upon a time. Yes, 7-digit serial numbers 4500s have a higher front end gain. Okay. Uh, Doc's Gold Screamers. Oh, I do have one of them. I do have one of them screamers that the downfall because see there you can't use them for. I wanted to use it with my 6,000, but then I'm tied back to the cord again, and that's one thing I like about the 6,000 is the wireless headphones. And so I do have. I was going to try that with it. Uh, the Algo Force. I've picked up the. I haven't tried that screamer with it though, but the one that MindLab has, that ProSonic, I was going to hook up to that to see how good that works with the. It is a nice shade of red, isn't it? That's a nice, pretty red shirt.
It's a pretty red shirt.
It makes my face glow.
Yeah, that's what it does.
It just stands out so perfect. Just with my flowing hair, it just stands out so well. Okay. Anyway,
Anybody else need to barf?
I had to put this shirt on because this was Lisa's favorite shirt.
Oh, yeah.
She loves this shirt. Oh, on her face. Yeah, it's glowing on her face, the red. Yeah, okay. Jack, you are glowing. Hello. Aaron Hockley, hello. See, Jennifer's barfing too now.
Yeah, good.
Well, on her face, reflection of your shirt. Oh, the reflection of my shirt's on your face. Okay. Anyways, audio amp. So, anyways, yeah. So I think that's a Doc Screamer is what I've got on that there. I haven't really played with it because, like with the 6,000, it's already wireless headphones. But I would like to try to bump up the signal a little bit because I think that could be a benefactor in hearing. So I wanted to take the rototiller out on this area where the gold is most of the gold that I am finding in the area where I hunt in Meadview is tied up in that caliche. It's sometimes you got to pound it out of the caliche, so it is settled down in there back in the ancient times when probably it was all underwater. And I think the ground that's above it, the old timers where they did their scrapes, they scraped down to that caliche because that's where they were finding all that gold at. So I thought if I could go up there with like a rototiller or get rid of, several, the first few inches, then I would get more gold. But a rototiller don't work. Spot yourself a GPO1 from, Race Tech.
Phase Tech.
Oh, your phone's ringing. Might be somebody of importance.
Maybe.
Okay, she's off. Anyways, all right. I get the screen to myself now. Okay. She had other notes here, but I don't know what she said. Oh, so. Oh, okay. So anyway, so she's on the phone. So anyways, guys, that's really all that we talked about. What's with the crowns and number by some names? I think that has to do with the crowns. It has to do with people's memberships or something, I think, if that's what you're talking about. Where they're at, special people. Has to do with their membership levels. Different people sign up for different memberships, I think, if that's what you're meaning.
I know people that have like, see, Half Bucket, he's in green. He's a channel supporter. That's so people in green. Mark Nye, he's a channel supporter. I'm just looking back up through all of these here. So channel supporters have, they're in green. Hillbilly, Bob, Relic Hunter. There's Mark Nye again. So these people that are in green, that they're channel supporters. That's what that means. And that's the only thing I know of. People that are Patreons, they don't show you Patreons. There's a lot of Patreons too. Uh, they don't show you Patreons in here. Troy Stefferson. Hi, I'm from Australia. Well, hi there. You know all about the Nevada, Australia gold out there. Okay. Actually, the color changes the longer you are a supporter. Oh, okay. So, yeah, all my supporters, I appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys. There's channel supporters, Patreons in there, and I thank you guys. That's what keeps the ball rolling, as they say. It's a we were talking about that just the other day. You see people, they come on YouTube or Facebook and they post a few videos and try to keep going, and then they just don't. But so you guys, all you guys, I appreciate all you guys. Aaron is 2, I'm 1, Janon is 3. I don't know how you guys see that. I don't see stuff that you guys see, I guess. I'm seeing different things. I don't see, you guys see different things. I don't know. What did I just see? Jack, you're glowing. Oh, well, thank you. So weird. Anyways, all right, guys, that's really all we wanted to really talk about today. We were in Utah last week, as you know. It was a little fast show. Went out there for kind of a memorial of my brother that passed. It's kind of a whole weird circumstance of that thing, but so kind of family wanted to kind of get together and do something. So went out there, and that's why they scheduled that for Wednesday, the same time as the show. And so had to kind of hurry and do a real fast show while we were out there. You're carrying around.
I'm carrying Lester.
Oh, you thought you'd come back and say hi again?
Yeah.
Here, let me scoot back over again.
All right.
Paul says, Janon, you are special. Yes, Janon, you are special, Janon. Did you want to do this day in history or anything before we get out of here? Since you wrote that, you're not in the screen anymore. Come on in here.
Let me see what I can. Oops, sorry. In 1377, Richard II was crowned King of England. He was 10 years old.
Oh, get over here on the screen.
Okay.
Come and say hi.
Hi. In 1439, kissing is banned in England to stop the spread of the Black Death.
What are you saying?
Not that. Yes.
What are you saying, Ronnie?
Sorry, Lester. In 1548, La Paz, Bolivia is founded. We used to live in La Paz County.
See, Steve Plevin says he's a Patreon and a Gold Lifetime member. No crown by me.
This is true.
You're a crown in my eyes, though, Steve.
In 1755, John Adams graduated from Harvard.
He also is a bike mechanic in Wickenburg.
Yes, he is. Not John Adams, but Steve Blevins.
Yes.
Yeah.
If anybody needs bicycles, he rides my bicycle. I ride my bicycle. Oh. Anyways, so.
I got a brand new key.
Okay.
In 1790, Congress declares the city of Washington in the District of Columbia the permanent capital of the United States.
Okay.
In 1951, Catcher in the Rye is published, written by J.D. Salinger. In 1964, the Republican
Everybody's saying
National
goodbye.
Convention selects Barry Goldwater as its presidential nominee. In 1969, the Apollo 11 launches carrying the first men to land on the moon. In 1999, JFK Jr., his wife and sister-in-law are killed in a plane crash. And in 2004, Martha Stewart is sentenced to 5 months in prison and 5 months in home confinement after lying to federal investigators.
All
And
right.
that is this day in history.
Okay. All right, everybody. See, everybody saying goodnight because I said we were going to say goodbye. So
Okay.
that's all we have. So let me find my end song. So you guys all take care. Have a fantastic. There was supposed to be a guest. He says, I'll get back with you. And then he never got back with us. So anyways, you guys all take care. Have a fantastic rest of your week, guys. We appreciate all you guys hanging with us. Thank you, everybody, for all your support. It means a lot. So until our paths cross again, you guys all be safe. Take care, and we'll see you guys down the road.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
I've got a quest, the gold is calling me. From the sunlit deserts to the old pine trees, chasing down dreams with a shovel and a plan. Through Arizona's dust to the California sand. Let's raise our spirits, we're in this together. Gold in our sights, chasing fortune forever. There's gold out there waiting to be found. Grab your gear, let's shake up the ground. From deserts to the hills, we're on a roll. Join me out there, let's discover our gold.